Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the show. I'm Billy, the host. Welcome back to the show. 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 I'm Billy, the host.
Welcome back to the show. I'm Billy, the host. We are in the Catholic Church, and we're joined by comedian and producer of the show, Trent Lezak.
Hello.
Our guest today is a filmmaker, music video, videographer, musician. Everybody please welcome Jomar McCrae.
What's up?
Mr. Mrshamoozoo.
You got it. What's up?
The front page of their news had a picture of a porta potty floating in the river because one of the bands had like set off a bunch of fireworks in the porta potty. And then I think the staff was like, well, now you guys have to get rid of this. And the band dumped it in the river.
Now there's toxic waste in the river and fireworks. Oh my God.
Yeah, like one of the worst possible things you could do to a river is throw a giant plastic box of shit in it.
I mean, if it was a Chattahoochee, it wouldn't be a big deal. That's every day. But, maybe their river's a little cleaner than that.
You never went to Warped Tour?
What's up?
You never went to Warped Tour?
Oh, no, I did. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I went
later?
when I was, when I was older.
Yeah.
Like, it was probably like the last 3 or 4 years it was running.
Okay.
I went to Warped Tour.
Yeah, I remember it used to be like $25 for a ticket.
It was supposed to like really cheap all day. I think when I was a kid, I just was like, summer was already so hot.
It's coming back, but it's coming back as one of those like
it.
Bonnaroo 3-day festivals.
Yeah. And it's like, I feel like it just takes all the spark and energy out of it, you know? Like,
yeah, it was for like $25.
Yep.
Just go in, bring your skateboard and just skate the half pipe.
Bring your empty bottle of water to fill it up inside.
And then get smothered in the pit and die.
And then your mother's like, what did you do today? Well, I was in that mosh pit.
You would come home from Warped Tour like
dead.
Injured,
yeah,
dude.
Dirty.
And not even wonder why.
Right. You knew why.
You'd be like, oh yeah, I was moshing in the pit.
That's funny.
Now my neck hurts.
Look at that price, $229.
That's too much
for a 2-day festival. I'm good.
A kid in high school can't go to that.
I'm good. Yeah,
right?
Nah.
That's when I started going.
Not at all.
Maybe I shouldn't have been there.
And I mean, cool. Like the lineup is like, it's cool band so far, but I don't know, man. 2-day festival. I'm not vibing with it. Like, I don't know. Like, I have to see the rest of the lineup to excite me, but I'm definitely not going to buy day one ticket. Like, oh, I need this. Like,
I don't really go to those big festivals because it's usually like, oh yeah, I'd like to see that band and that band, but that's about it.
Yeah,
Warped Tour, it was like all bands I wanted to see.
Yes.
But then they would put all the same bands in the same time slot.
Yes.
It would be like, okay, all the metalcore bands play at 2:00, and then all the pop punk bands play at 4:00.
100%.
Like, what the heck?
Yes, you were literally fighting to like figure out who you're going to see. Oh, I'll see 15 minutes of Memphis May Fire, and I'll come over here and see Simple Plan real fast, and then I'm going to run up here and see Miss May I, or whoever is there. Sheesh. Oh, man. Those were the days.
Our band was like pop punk, and we were playing on the Ernie Ball stage at the same time as 4 Years Strong.
And you're like,
and
wow,
I was like,
I wonder why
nobody's going to watch us.
Yeah, 4 Years Strong's right over there.
This sucks.
That definitely sucks.
But no, a lot of our friends came and watched us.
Yeah.
Stuff, which I was like, cool.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, still that opportunity to even play it is like amazing. Because, you're just guaranteed to be in front of new eyes. Somebody's going to walk by and be like, what's up with this?
Yeah.
So I love it.
Yeah. I think, we sold more T-shirts that day than our entire
career as a band.
Yeah.
You're like, all right, that T-shirt salesman thing. I see what they're talking about now.
We signed a bunch of them too, and like we just destroyed those T-shirts.
Hey, somebody's holding on to one. They're like, this is my piece of history.
Yeah, we drew like Homer Simpson on them.
I love it, man. Hey, those days were like exciting though. Like before the pandemic, like music, I feel was just so hype. Like every band was coming through town like every week.
It was pretty fun. Yeah, honestly, yeah.
It doesn't feel the same anymore.
I was kind of like mad. I've been working on it, but I was like angry, dude.
Yeah.
Like, because that was all I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Really,
Mm-hmm.
it was tough. I wasn't like making any money,
Right.
But but it was consuming my time completely. Just
Absolutely.
like booking shows, like show swapping with other bands, going on the road.
Yeah, y'all were touring.
We did a tour with Bloom right before COVID happened in like February, like January or February, and then I think COVID happened in March.
Right.
And I was like, someone did this to me.
Like personal.
Yeah, I was like, someone ruined my life.
Yeah. And you're not the only one. You're literally not the only one. There's so many other people that are like, yo, like the world's over. Like it's like the world's ending. Everything that you love is just at a standstill.
Yeah.
And it's like, it seems like it's slowly coming back, but it also changed people. Like, should I keep going at what I'm pursuing?
It changed everybody.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah,
Like,
definitely.
For real. The comedy scene exploded after COVID. People were inside, I guess, and or working from home and just listening to podcasts and putting them on the TV in the background and stuff, and just like watching stand up. And comedy just hit like. There's so many. All the people who are like doing well in comedy right now, I didn't even know them before COVID happened, and then
I agree. I feel like I've seen a like resurgence of it.
I watched them all start after me and like completely kill it.
Jeez.
But I got a lot going on, I'm busy.
Yeah.
Some of these guys are, and ladies, they're single, they work a job.
Right.
They have some money.
Right, but they also have a little more extra free time to do some of that stuff.
Right. They want to go out and make friends anyway because they haven't been allowed to. And
yeah, it's very
so they're
true.
out every night hitting spots and stuff I can't do as a father.
So like as a comic, that's like a thing. Like you're like bar hopping, but you're doing shows as you're bar hopping essentially.
That's how you get good. Like you can kind of tell the difference, and there's different like scenes all over. Like there's small town scenes. I think the way in a small town scene is like you start the scene, right? Like you start running shows at the local brewery or bar or whatever, and then you start to host a lot and just do a lot of stage time. But in Atlanta, it's like there's always an open mic because some comic wants to run one or gets paid $100 on a Wednesday to run one. And so there's like 2 to 3 open mics going on any given weeknight.
Okay, so you got opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how you can get started as a comic. I started at Swayze's.
Damn, that's wild. But I feel like at Swayze's, the opportunity to just do whatever was there.
Yeah.
You could open up and do a comedy set. Why not?
Some of my friends would be hanging out there already, and then I would text my group chat and be like, hey, I'm going to do a set tonight. And Lee would give me like 20 minutes.
That's too long.
Right.
I had nothing. I would bring notes up there and stuff. I don't bring notes anymore just because I don't like having a set.
Okay, I was going to say, I feel like at this point, you probably like know your flow on what you're going to say.
My strategy is to just do enough spots where I feel comfortable without any support.
Yeah.
Just for my own. It doesn't bother me when a comic has notes. Some of the boomers, they're like, why has he got his notebook up there?
Yeah.
Because that's where he wrote.
Yeah, I mean, I
what
feel
he
like it's
wanted
better
to
to be
say.
organized.
If you're doing a special, maybe have like a teleprompter or some cue cards or something.
Something to like remind you of like what's your next joke. How do you segue into the next part?
Yeah, somebody with some cue cards. That's all you need.
That makes sense. I never thought about it that deep. Like having some type of teleprompter, something to give them, a cue on where to go next.
Like
Especially for
a
those big
small
Netflix ones.
monitor hidden on the stage. Maybe,
Right.
With just a couple bullet points on it.
Yeah. You got a little lady with a cue card. What's up?
Have you ever shot comedy?
No, I don't think I have. I've done like comedy skits and stuff and music videos, but never any stand-up, no.
It's a different game.
Yeah.
Because you got an audience that you got to record and you gotta work kind of with the environment that's already set up. Unless you're shooting, big time Joe's.
Yeah.
Hour at the Fox Theater. Or whatever.
Right. So is it like the crowd coverage is important alongside with capturing the comic?
It's more like there's a lot of pressure because you only get one shot.
True. Very true.
Most the pros will do like maybe 2 or 3 nights at the same venue, wear the same thing, and pick from the best. But as an independent,
okay, that's actually pretty smart.
yeah, I mean, if you can do a weekend at Center Stage, why wouldn't you shoot everything and take the best parts?
Take the best parts. Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, if you're just like a up and comer and you want to shoot something, you gotta get one good show.
Right. Okay.
Maybe 2 on the same night.
Okay. Hey, I'd be interested in it. I haven't done anything with it, so I need to honestly go to more comedy shows.
It's
been a
fun.
while.
We've shot some stuff. We shot one I didn't release because I screwed up the audio.
How badly? Like you don't have it at all, or
I have it somewhere.
you just gotta.
I'm just not
out.
proud of it, you know. I
got you.
I really thought about it for a long time because I spent a lot of money on it too.
Right. So you're like,
and I rented a bunch of stuff. And,
so it was a big production for you.
But dude, we shot it on like Black Magic.
Oh yeah,
and,
that's a big production for you. Shoot.
No, my friend gave me a deal on the Black Magic.
But still.
But yeah, I rented all
Good
the tripods and recorders and stuff, and it was my fault that it got screwed up too.
Oh, that sucks.
So I thought about it for a long time. I was like, is this good enough? Should I just put it out? And then, whatever, not call it. Maybe I'll put it out one day, not call it a special, just upload it to YouTube.
Yeah. I mean, if you got some good tidbits in there that you could use for content, hell yeah.
Yeah,
I'd say go for it.
That's what I'll do. I'll just upload it to YouTube real slick, like 2 a.m.
Nobody sees it. Nobody hears.
Nobody knows.
That's funny. That's how you really slide under the radar. 2 a.m.
That's what you want to do as a comic. Just drop a shitty special.
2 a.m.
that you messed up.
Here you go. Hope you guys enjoy it. They're like, I can't hear anything. Oops.
Somebody who's up at 2 a.m. is going to watch it and be like, the jokes are pretty good. He did okay on the show, but man, it's just messed up.
Damn, man. Well, I'll look forward to seeing that pop up on my notification soon.
Well, because the idea was I wanted to put it on Spotify.
Yeah.
And so
definitely.
I wanted the audio to be really good. And
right.
So I was in charge of the audio, and stupid, I tested what I was going to do before I did it. And then my dumbass was playing guitar through my PC on the recording software, so I changed all the settings, and then I forgot I did that, so I never changed it back.
No. So it's like...
So I was running the vocals through a guitar plug-in, essentially.
Okay.
Guitar settings.
So it's not sounding that great.
No.
I was going to say, there might be some AI software you could use to help clean it up.
I sent it to my friend who's like a professional like editor, and he fixed it up as best he could, but it's got this like clicking going through it, like the buffer rate. And so
that kind of sucks.
It's clicking on the track the whole time like a metronome in it.
Yeah, nah, we can't do that, dude.
I couldn't post it.
Yeah, you can't do that.
I'm like, it's too bad.
Yeah, that kind of sucks. Maybe you could overdub it. You're like watching, you're like, yeah, I'll redo the jokes right now.
I learned an expensive and valuable lesson, though.
Absolutely.
You got to have backups for your backups.
You really do.
When it comes to audio.
Yep. They say the same thing in video, too. Especially when it comes to like storing files and things like that. Yeah. So I feel that wholeheartedly. Like, I really do. I don't like fumbling on gigs and certain things. So.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
We're running out of space here, man. We got so many files. We got so much footage and stuff.
Oh, yeah. You got to have hard drives, man.
This is a 4 terabyte.
I know.
That we're almost filled up.
I hate to talk shop.
Dude, I have 5 12 terabyte hard drives that are basically full.
So,
and I'm deleting stuff all the time, and I'm still like, what am I going to do with this stuff?
Is video your main business?
Yeah, right now it is, yeah. I think when we met, it was like still in like the hobbyist kind of phase of like, can I do this? Will it make money? And it's like we were saying about the pandemic changing people, like business started going up crazy. Like, I don't know if I was one of the only people that was willing to go outside and film something, but because that was kind of where I was almost keeping it. Like, let's film outside.
But a lot of people needed videos at that point
Yep,
because it was like internet content was just booming.
Yep. And I did some little local rappers, and, you know, I feel like Instagram really helped elevate that into finding new people. So just posting a lot of that content, and
That's how
phones
I
are
would do
ringing.
it if I had to start another band. Is just do videos for every song.
Yeah.
You know, like either a music video or a studio
Short form something.
live recording or something, and just post it, because that's what I listen to mostly when I'm at home. Is I'll put a video on
Yeah.
the TV in the
Yeah,
background and clean.
I love
or-
doing that. Yeah. I feel the same. So I feel like nowadays video is so important for artists. Like you kind of have to have some type of visual representation for yourself and give it personality, or it's just not worth it to put it out. Like, I mean, I guess it depends though. If you're like still hobbyist or if you're like trying to make it.
I was saying before the pandemic, no one ever laughs at this joke, but like every band has to have a guy who plays the camera now.
Yes. Yeah, for sure. Somebody has to have some personality.
He's a member
in
of
it.
the band.
Yeah. But he plays the
He's
camera.
the camera player.
Is he like the person that's like wooing them in with his moves, or is it just
Every band that goes on tour has to have a photographer
yeah?
and a videographer.
Yeah,
if they can have both.
That's usually my role, where it's like
And
I have to
usually-
capture everything.
You know, as a band, what you ideally want is a guy who's going to get everything, but the photographers are like, they actually care about what they're doing. So they're
Yeah.
like, no, I have to
Yeah.
do video for everything. or
Right,
I'm not going
right.
to get the good stuff. And
True,
whatever.
true.
I'm like, I just film 30 minutes and then take pictures for 30 minutes, you know?
I mean, if you can find that balance, that's definitely the way, you know. But it's
No, but-
one person, two person. Like how you gonna rock it?
Yeah.
That's hard.
So now you got two guitar players,
Right.
the bass player, the drummer,
Yup.
the singer,
Yup.
and the photo guy and the video guy.
Yup.
So
Yup. And
every
the sound
band-
engineer and the TM. It's like
you're up. You need a bigger band.
Right.
What if you tape two cameras together?
Okay.
Okay, but then you got to have that arm strength,
So
to really be holding it.
Take pictures.
Video pics, you're doing both at the same time.
Yeah, just
That's a tactic. That is a tactic.
Back in the day, dude, I was just taking stills from the video and posting those.
I mean, it's like it works, but
I'm a firm believer that people on the internet really don't care
Yeah,
how good
they-
the quality is.
I think it
To
depends.
a degree.
To a degree.
It's always
Yes.
better to have nice quality.
Right.
I understand
But it can be
that.
stylistic when it comes to things like that. Like
But if you're
screenshots.
like, well, I can't make this look the way I want it to,
Yeah.
but I want to post this, then I just post it.
just post it.
I don't care.
Hey, it is what it
I'll
is.
delete it later if I
Right.
don't like it.
And I mean, sometimes those are the posts that like get the most engagement. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, so my shitty little pictures were that was it. That wins. Like people like that. But this highly produced music video
Yeah,
that I
this-
spent $1,000 on, you don't like that at all. It's not shiny enough for you.
Yeah.
That is how the internet works. That's how TikTok works for sure.
Dude, I did a comedy run and I had just moved, so I couldn't find my camera. And so I brought my little like 1080p Sony Handycam and just like used my phone to record audio and posted that video. It got way more views than my other videos.
Crazy.
That I used my real
Like,
camera
yeah.
and like set it up,
That's
made
funny.
it sound real nice.
That's
and
because
stuff.
like vintage and nostalgia is in for some reason.
Yeah.
It's like really big right now. So it's like it goes through waves.
It's because the kids are growing up, man. They don't even remember.
They don't know
9/11.
nothing about it. They don't know anything. Like
They don't-
literally.
Like, you can't never forget if you weren't even alive to remember it.
Wow, that's you said it right there. It blew my mind. These kids don't know nothing. They don't know nothing, man. They don't know about the times when we didn't have internet.
Yeah.
All that, man.
I had internet at
MapQuest,
a young
what's
age,
that?
though. My mom was a typesetter, so we had a computer in the house.
Yeah.
And she became a graphic artist later.
Okay.
But, yeah. So I had, like, Windows 95.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Definitely.
And I would just, like, break the computer, and then my mom thought I was, like, good at computers.
Oh,
'Cause I
because
was,
you
like-
broke it.
Because I was, like, taking it apart. but
Yeah.
I was just
okay.
destroying.
She's like, oh, so you're putting in a new stick of RAM, huh? You're like,
I just
nah.
wanted to see what was inside it, you know. She's like, "Oh, you're interested in computers." And,
That's cool though.
So yeah,
Yeah, it's fun taking stuff apart and like
yeah.
figuring it out and put it back together.
Billy was a methy child.
Yeah,
Just a little.
yeah. Put it back together, right?
I used to do the same thing though, so I feel that like the VCR and stuff. Like, oh, I'll play with this
Now I have a toddler though, so I'm getting my karma.
because now they're doing the same thing.
Dude, if you don't watch her for like
Oh my
30
goodness.
seconds, the whole place is destroyed.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And she takes the clothes out of the drawer if you don't lock it and just like
Throws it.
starts tossing them.
Why do kids do that? Like, why do they? Why do they just throw things? I don't understand.
I don't know.
Like,
And then she'll put them all back in.
oh, okay. Well, at least you're getting a little bit of both then.
Yeah, and then she'll throw them out again.
Yeah. So there's a vicious cycle. It never ends. Yeah, that's kids for you.
You got any kids?
No. I am
You want to?
childless, no animals or pets. I don't know if I want kids at this point. I feel like how things are kind of moving. I'm having a good time without, basically, and I'm like not really rushing to like make it happen.
Yeah.
If something pops off, I'll definitely consider. But
Even though things are kind of crazy, I do feel like as time has gone on, people have gotten kinder and less evil, maybe.
yeah. I'd at least hope so.
I think there's a lot of evil still in the world, but
Definitely.
compared to maybe 1,000 years ago, maybe not. I don't know.
I think so. I mean, I think a lot of people are realizing like life is pretty short, so you gotta have to like make the most of it. And
Well, most of
feel
the
like-
average people I meet are like, I don't want to go to war. I
Yeah.
don't want my country to go to war with another country. I don't want anybody to be killed. I don't want like
true.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
that
wanna
has
hurt
nothing to
anybody.
do with why wars start, Billy, and it never has.
I know.
But I mean, we live in a very fortunate time where that's not, happening. At least where we live currently.
Well-
There's other wars going on, but we don't have like a violent war here at the moment.
Yeah. Well, right here.
Yeah, at the moment. But you never know.
Just a war on information.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think it goes a little deeper than that.
But, and money can be a problem too. But also maybe it's just because like I hang out with the right people. But most people I know don't want to be a billionaire. Don't want to like hurt anybody else by having more than them. And
True.
if they get and are pretty generous, And
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think as time goes on, people just kind of maybe get smarter and figure it out.
Yeah, definitely. One day at a time.
So
For real. I mean, yeah, like we're saying, we're fortunate enough to, live in this world right now where, life is moving and things might be expensive. Might not be perfect every day, but you got to keep it moving.
yeah,
That's
I
a
worry
fact.
about my child wanting to like get into like touring or show business or something like that. I'm just like, no, don't do it.
It's like trying to find something a little more
Yeah, be a-
fulfilling and lucrative, maybe.
Be an engineer. Or,
Yeah.
Be a doctor. Or a
True.
lawyer or
I
something
can't
like that.
knock them for like trying to chase those dreams, but that's you being realistic and also having gone through it already. You know what I mean? Where it's like, yeah, do you really want to stick through all that, or?
But then it's like if they really want to, then it's like, all right.
Yeah, you'll support. Yeah, you'll absolutely support.
Let's ride.
I think that's important. Yeah, he said, "Let's ride, let's go." You put the glasses on, like, yeah, let's go.
Get a
I feel that.
tattoo.
Yeah, let's go. I feel that. Hey, you gotta support it, man. Support the kids.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You never know.
I mean, it's kind of crazy because maybe I would rather them go into music versus just being like, I'm going to be a YouTuber. Because I feel like so many kids now, they're like striving for just, I'll be on YouTube like these other guys. I'm like, is that really lucrative? Like, is that like,
Yeah, you don't
the
even
good
know.
path?
Nobody knows how much those guys really make.
Right,
You know,
and even then-
rumors of like stuff.
yeah.
But,
Even like Kai Cenat, like I think he lives in Marietta. Like
Yeah.
that's crazy. And it's just like, he's so big. I'm like, why is he big? He's just on stream. That's it. And it's just making people think like, oh, that's like the real path to money. And I'm like, I don't know, guys.
Yeah,
there's
that-
a very niche market there.
it feels like I'm being hypocritical, as people in music and
Yeah,
like,
sure.
comedy and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
it's like that does not seem lucrative to me.
Right.
at
Yeah.
all.
Same.
Just
Yeah.
because I would never put that on. Like,
True.
I'm not watching a stream.
I'm not sitting here watching the stream. I'd watch people play video games. That's not a big deal. But like, I don't know. Like some of these streamers, it's a whole different beast. I don't understand. I wish I understood it. I don't understand it.
It's just like having a podcast, I guess.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, but at
Like,
least
you
it's like
listen
you're
to
talking and
two
you're
guys.
listening, right? Yeah, sure.
Listen
You
to two
know?
guys just have a conversation for an
Yeah,
hour. like,
yeah. But instead, it's you're playing video games and yelling at your chat the whole time. So
that's the part I don't really like. Is they're always screaming at the chat.
yeah, it's always screaming at the chat. Chat, what do you do? Chat, chat.
Like, who cares what these guys are talking about? Why?
Because that's all their interaction. You know, it's crazy to even think like Kai did a stream that was like 30 days straight where he was just like on the camera like the whole 30 days. And it's just like, psh, that's like way worse than any reality TV show.
I mean, good for him. You know,
Absolutely. That's a grind.
he is charismatic and
Yeah,
like,
definitely. He definitely has like a lot of crazy people show up on it. And it's pretty entertaining in some of those sense. Like that's the only parts I see online are like those tidbits where
Yeah,
it's
I'll
like,
watch
oh, this
the
person
clips.
showed up. Right, right. But I'm not like about to put this in and watch Kai's not. Like, no, I'm okay.
Did you get into the clips thing?
The clips, like
Posting clips and stuff, making them.
like content, basically. Yeah, I mean, I do that all the time. Yeah, I would say it's like half my job is trying to make myself look cool. I guess with all the videos and things I do the shoot. Yeah.
I hate doing that stuff.
Yeah, content's hard, man.
It's the worst.
It's hard.
Because with stand up or even a podcast, like you gotta make the clip, then you gotta put captions on it, and it just takes so much time. Then you
Yep.
post it. It's like, okay, well, 20 people saw that.
Great.
Yeah.
Did all this work. I think that's why so many people are like trying to do the AI editing thing where it's like, all right, just punched it in and that cuts it up for you.
I can't watch those either.
And you know, puts all the text on there, and it's like I would rather just go in and find the bits and pieces that I need and just put that out. But
I
it takes
can't watch
time.
the clips on those either because the misspelled stuff and the wrong words just bother me.
Well, and then your
too.
eyes get glued to just the captions immediately.
Yeah.
So right, if that is wrong, but you're hearing something different, it's like I can't do this. And I kind of hate how we're already like trained like that. Like I watch a lot of anime, so I'm already used to watching and
Yeah.
reading captions.
Yeah.
But then like I'll watch something English and then it has captions and I'm reading it and I'm like, I could just hear it. Like why am my eyes right back to being trained on that? I had to do that today. I had to turn
watch
off captions.
everything with the captions on.
Yeah.
English.
Right. Yeah.
Korean,
yeah.
Japanese,
Yeah. It's
doesn't
just
it?
it's easier, I guess, in a sense. But at the same time, I'm like,
Isn't it weird how when you watch anime for a long time and you're just reading the captions, you like you start to hear their voice
yeah.
in English?
A little bit. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I watch
Like
way
when you
too
go
much
back
anime.
to your memory of what happened, you like hear their voice in English.
Yes,
It's weird.
I can relate. It is.
Do you speak any other languages?
No, I
You
no.
took Spanish in high school or anything?
I got to skip a lot of the language courses. I went like the technical approach, I think, and it was
Yeah,
like
so
you
did
don't.
I.
Yeah, so it
I
was
maybe
like, no
did
languages.
Spanish too or something, but then I was full like the TV production
Okay.
class.
I kind of regret not taking any of those languages because having like Spanish that would help tremendously. I feel.
I took some Mandarin in
Okay.
college. Though.
Okay, that's cool.
That's an interesting language.
Yeah, you can go to China and like try to actually talk to some folks.
Yeah, I was like, if they're gonna, if I'm gonna be enslaved by
I might as well know the language.
their tech companies, then I might as well speak the language.
Oh,
Might
that's
as well
funny.
assimilate a little bit.
That's so funny. Everything we have is made in China, and we're so scared of that of TikTok. Like,
Yeah.
like what I sleep on is China. Like I, don't understand.
It's a political thing.
Yeah, I know it is, but it's just still stupid.
because
It's so
even
dumb.
I don't know if that message was real. I don't really use TikTok. I'll post
it was
on
real.
there,
Yeah, I saw it.
but it said like,
Thank you, Trump,
yeah.
for helping TikTok come back. And you're like, okay, so these are run by all of these people now, straight up. Crazy. TikTok's
Yeah.
already a mess, man.
I don't know, man. I get it.
Yeah.
Like,
TikTok is a mess. It's a straight up mess.
the whole thing is a mess. The whole global political
Yes,
system is
yes.
just.
And then we're just seeing
so-
it unfold.
When you learn about what people did like 200 years ago,
Right.
you're like, oh, this is still happening because some guy did this.
Right.
Or some group of people did that.
Right. And
So it's like-
we're like not benefiting at all.
That's it. Yeah, that's just what I mean about. Over time, I think people will slowly get a little less angry, maybe.
Yeah, we just got to get some of those folks that they're just on the wrong end of the spectrum there. We got to get them out of here. We got too many old folks in here too running stuff that are just not understanding today's people's issues. So when you got 80, 90, 100-year-old folks in the government, it's like, we need something fresh in here, please.
Do you ever have to do like corporate stuff, or is it mostly independent right now?
It's a little bit of both. I did a corporate gig last weekend for this company, and they were doing interviews at Georgia Tech, and I was just doing like behind the scenes like pictures for them. So that was really cool, and it paid really well. So it was like, all right, bet, like I need more of these.
That's nice.
All the time. But it's like I feel like I go through a vicious cycle of I love doing creative stuff with music,
right?
But musicians are very fickle and hard sometimes.
Yeah.
But the corporate gigs like pay so much more, but doesn't give you that creativity. So it's like a balance, because the music video stuff isn't really paying either. I guess it really just depends on your client, you know? So I'm always trying to find that next one to really push the envelope and really like elevate with, and someone that like really sees that it's worth it.
You ever do the tours and stuff?
Yeah, I've gone on tour like 15 times probably, maybe 20 at this point. I just did one in the UK and in Japan last year, like November, December area. So
nice.
Yeah, and I did a US one over the summer with my boy Andreas and Dead Poet Society. So that was cool.
Okay. You like touring?
Yeah, I kind of like it. I think for now, with where I'm at, I'll take it if I can get it. You know what I mean?
How old are
you? I'm 36.
Okay.
So I feel like I've been touring for like the last maybe 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
And
oh, wow.
Yeah, I think I went on my first one in 2018 with this band called Adventurer.
Okay.
And we did like this whole West Coast tour for like a week, and then I did a few more tours with them, and then I started touring with all these other folks, and yeah, I've just been freaking busy with it. So
that's cool.
Yeah, so I like it. I definitely love seeing the country. I love traveling, so that's pretty dope.
You single?
No, I'm like in a relationship right now. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that hard going on tour?
It is and isn't. I don't know. I think communication is always key.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, communication goes a long way.
Like my wife is great, but I would go on tour with lots of people, especially like fill-ins. You get a fill-in drummer for the tour or something, and then they start getting in a fight with their girlfriend or whatever.
I see that a little too much, honestly.
Like I've gotten in fights with my wife on the road, but at the end of the day, I'm like, we're 100, 200 miles away from each other. What are we going to do right now?
Right, exactly.
I'll see you when I get back, and we'll be cool.
And we'll figure it out when I get back. Yeah, but it's hard, man. It's hard staying away from folks for 1, 2, even a month. I've done 8 weeks, I think, max on the road. And yeah, it's tough. So
8 weeks, that's a lot.
Yeah.
I think my longest would be like a month. Okay. I did a few like 1 monthers.
Yeah. And even those are tough.
I don't know. Like the month, it's almost like it takes you half the month to get into the routine of touring. And then the second half of the month, now that's your home. Like you live
on the road, but then it goes really fast, and you're like, "Oh, okay, it's all done. Like, that's it. I'm going home, and now I'm depressed.
Now I have to go back to regular society.
Right? Yes.
And I have to go to the same place every day, and then go back to the same place every day.
Yep.
It's
jarring. Even
though I just spent 30 days going to a bunch of different places that look exactly the same.
Except for some of those bathrooms on the road. Oh, hell no.
I was posting the bathrooms on Instagram for a while.
I like that. I was thinking of doing like a whole series, like rest stops across America. And it's just like, this is the situation we're in right now in the middle of nowhere.
Feel free to take that one. Because it was like, they were all so shitty that I was like, all right, I'm going to start documenting.
Yeah, they really are. They really are. Like,
and that was my... that was my cue as to whether I was going to eat anything at the venue or not.
Oh, yeah.
How shitty is the bathroom?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, you're lucky if there's food there anyways.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
But if it's an outhouse, then I'm not eating here. I will find the closest pizza place.
The closest anything, please. I'm telling you, finding a clean bathroom on tour.
I'm not eating the chicken tenders.
Hell nah. What's your food rating in here? Like, I can't. And you're already just like eating a whole bunch of shit the whole time on tour too. So it's
what was Japan like? They don't have any like Sheets or Wawa over there.
Nah, I mean they got the convenience stores and they're already like way better than Sheets. No, actually, I love Wawa. Wawa is the place in my heart. But the Japanese convenience stores are on a different level, like way different level. I mean, they got hot food in there. They got cold. They got the onigiri little things, like so many different drinks. Yeah, we would live in the convenience stores.
You ever done New York City?
Yeah, I'm actually from New York originally,
okay.
so yeah, New York's cool. But now I'm at the point in my life where it's like it's nice visiting. Like I don't think I'd live back there.
I don't think I would like the concrete jungle. You know,
It is
People have
very
said-
concrete.
People have said you could live in Brooklyn or something, but yeah, dude, I like Georgia. You know, you drive an hour and a half, you're in the mountains.
True. Yeah, there's a lot of diversity here. Which I mean, honestly, in New York, it's kind of the same, but it's different. You really have to go out to like see the countryside, and once you're there, like, oh, this is it. Like it's completely different than the city.
Yeah,
But I like Georgia because the weather's definitely better, and you have a lot more opportunity to like the beach, like actual beach, mountains. Like all the states are so close by, and you know, so diverse. I feel like you have a lot of options here.
Atlanta's a nice little hub,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
I was
it really
checking
is.
out Austin for a while because the big boom in comedy over there. But
True.
And I didn't mind the scene there. There's
Texas
a
is
lot of
dope.
clubs and stuff.
Oh,
A
yeah.
lot of different people. But like, it's not close to any other cities.
Yeah.
You could maybe do like
Well,
a
Austin is
Texas
close
run.
to San Antonio, right?
Kinda.
Yeah, it's like an hour and,
And
a
then
half
Houston,
or so, and then
It's
yeah.
close to the rest of Texas and nothing else.
Right.
But what I'm used to is like hitting South Carolina,
Yes.
then North Carolina, then Virginia.
Yes.
Then
Texas is its own run by
PA.
itself, right? Like you're gonna do Dallas, you're gonna do Houston, you're gonna do San Antonio, you might do Austin, and then you're either going west or you're going somewhere else.
Yeah.
Maybe Oklahoma if you're lucky, but and all the
Not-
other states
that's
in
not
between.
lucky.
Yeah, right. And even then, it's like, yeah, haven't played many great shows there.
Dude, we played a show in like right outside Oklahoma City, and I want to say maybe Norman, Oklahoma.
Okay, never heard of it.
Oof.
And the guy was like harassing us to buy like drinks at the bar and stuff, and
Like,
This
are you
is-
that down bad? Like that bad?
yeah, this was like 2 weeks into a tour. We're
Right,
like,
right.
"Dude, we don't even want to drink. dude. Like,
I'm trying to save some money
there's
right
no
now.
one at the show.
Right,
Like,
yeah,
we're
yeah,
just
yeah.
gonna play and then leave. Like,
Yeah,
that's
literally,
what's gonna happen.
literally.
I'm sorry that there's nobody here to buy drinks from you, but I'm not gonna.
That's funny. That place is not that cool. I don't know. We had a day off there, and it was just.
I will
nothing.
say,
There was
though,
nothing in Oklahoma City.
No, the nice thing about Oklahoma is there are some like national parks.
Okay. I mean, I can see the nature aspect being pretty dope.
But any national park you can camp at like any time of day.
Okay.
So we would, and it's really beautiful there too. Like
So y'all would do some camping on tour.
anything to save money.
Yeah, definitely.
We would mostly crash on people's
Couch.
like floors and stuff. But
Yeah.
have you done
that's-
that before?
Oh my gosh,
Okay.
yes. I've done sleeping in the van, crashing on people's floors.
doesn't
whatever.
it feel like everyone has hardwood floor?
Yes. I don't know. I hate
It's like,
doing
how
that.
does
It's,
every single sleep contact have a hardwood floor?
like nobody's got rug ever? So
Nobody's
inconvenient.
got a carpet or some jujitsu
Yeah,
mats or
anything
something. Like,
extra, nothing. Okay, that's funny. Yeah, that got old pretty quick. I was like, I'm good on this, y'all.
dude, one time Corey had a couple beers and we were crashing with some friends and they had hardwood floor. Shout out to House and Home
Okay,
and Seth Meatball for letting us crash all the time. But they had some air mattresses. And the air mattress, and Corey had a couple beers, and the air mattress was like not done being blown up yet, but it
Okay.
was like
almost.
it was
almost
full
there.
shape.
Yeah.
Like it, yeah.
Oh,
So it
God,
looked
what
like
did
a
he do?
full air mattress, and he went and like plopped down onto the air mattress and just fell completely through and slammed on it.
They said goodbye to that bed.
I don't think I ever laughed harder in my life, dude. Because I was watching like
Yeah, you
Front
saw it.
row.
You saw it all unfold. Oh my god,
I like
that's
to
hilarious.
Stumble over like tired as shit and just go for the body slam onto the mattress.
Oh my god.
And then just thud.
Those are like the best memories, dude. Those
Yeah.
are literally the best memories on tours, like things like that. Where
Yeah.
you're like, man, like we're all going through this shit, and that was hilarious.
Where it's like everybody's tired, like,
Yup.
yeah, and you know, some people can start to get testy. My man was pretty good about like not getting on each other's nerves,
Right.
but we would.
Yeah, yeah,
And so then somebody plops on the floor and body slams in there,
yeah. You're like, oh my
knocks
god.
the wind out of them, and
Oh
then
my God.
everybody's back. Like,
Too
we're
much.
back.
Too much. Oh my god. It's funny though because like even on the more latest tours, we always do hotels and stuff, and we still have to have a blow-up mattress because we have too many people, and it's like 6 dudes in a hotel room. We literally did that over the summer, and I was like, "This is too much.
Yeah.
What
Why are we doing this?
What are we doing?" And
There must be a better way.
right. And we figured out like just getting handicap rooms were like the better option because they were always bigger. So it was like, okay, so now we're doing handicap rooms. I'm like, are we taking it away from a handicap person?
6
What are we
people in
doing?
the hotel room might still be better than camping.
Probably.
But camping, you know, you can actually get a good night's sleep
Yeah,
if you do it
yeah.
right. Like there's
If
a
you do
couple
it right.
apps now where you can find spots. The problem with camping on the East Coast is a lot of the state parks, they have rules about when you can get there.
Yeah, so you can't be showing up at 1 a.m.
Yeah, if the show ends at 11, you're not
Yes.
getting there until
Yeah.
1.
Literally 1 a.m. type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we did that a couple times. And like one time, because if they don't have a gate, you can get in. One time I pulled up in there. It was like probably 3 in the morning. Set up
Okay.
the tent, went
Yeah.
to sleep. I think about 5, a park ranger comes knocking on my tent. She wakes me up and goes, "Is that your van right there?"
Uh-huh.
And I was like, "Yeah, that's me." And she's like, "How long have you guys been here?" I was like, "Maybe 15 minutes." She's like, "You weren't here overnight?" I was like, "No." She's like, "Well, if you're here overnight, then you have to like check in and do the like
I
paperwork
see,
or
I
whatever."
see.
I was like, "Nah, we just got here." Like,
I was trying to go to sleep real quick until you disturbed me. But okay, officer. What do you need?
and
Let's
then-
check
so
in.
Then we just left. I think
So you didn't even get to sleep.
no, I slept from like 3 to like I slept probably like 3 hours.
Okay,
maybe.
okay.
And then I got woken up.
Damn. All right. Well, you got a little sleep, but
Yeah.
they still play games with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks. No bueno.
But the
Yeah.
national parks you can camp
Okay.
whenever you want.
Gotcha. Okay, okay.
I think.
I mean, I just love that. I haven't done the camping thing on tour, but I just love the aspect of like if you have a griddle and food and you wake up, you're like, we're gonna cook some food and have a little family breakfast and
Yeah.
keep it moving.
You just you got to leave right after you do the food because then animals will come.
Yeah.
You can't do the food at night.
True.
Like, you can't bust open a
Yeah.
SpaghettiOs at
Yeah.
night.
Nah.
'Cause then you're attracting everything in the area.
Yeah, they're gonna come after you, and you ain't trying to die.
We had one time somebody left some SpaghettiOs out.
No.
And I woke up in the middle of the night hearing footsteps around
Oh,
the tent.
Hell no.
So we looked outside. There's a skunk.
Oh,
Checking
okay.
it
Y'all
out.
got chill. Yeah, y'all got like really lucky. Because the skunk, I'd be like, all right, we good.
Yeah, when I woke up, I was like, "There's a mountain lion outside."
Yeah. Like I'm literally about to die.
And I'm just gonna close. I'm gonna rezip the tent and pretend I didn't see it.
Straight out of a freaking.
That was my
cartoon.
plan. I'm pretty sure it was. Go back to sleep.
Yeah.
And if I'm dead in the morning, it was a mountain lion.
It is what it
And
is.
If not, then
It is what it is.
we got a show in Norman, Oklahoma tomorrow. I hope a lot of people are there.
Oklahoma. And I bet you've never been back since.
I think we did it a couple times. We did not care, dude.
That's funny.
We would play every show. Yeah, back in the Like Mike days, I started that band right after high school.
Okay.
Me and Corey and Zach, and Edward and Dan. And most of us went to the same high school. Zach went to a different school, but then we would just play Swayze's and the Masquerade and whatever, the Blast House.
Yeah, what was that?
The Blast House was like this independent venue that wouldn't let us play. I don't think we ever played there because they heard about what we did at His Rock.
Oh God!
Rest
not
in
His
peace,
Rock.
Bob.
Not His Rock.
Well, we would show up to His Rock and I would drink 2 of the Black Steel Reserves and get wasted, and it was like a Christian
venue.
And so Bob would get so mad and throw me out of there.
Oh my gosh, causing a ruckus.
But I think my band had a
funny.
good point that was kind of on him.
Yeah.
He knew what bands were going to do there.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I mean, let's be real here. That's what we do. We get fucked up in the parking lot, and we come inside and we enjoy the show, and we might mosh and dance a little. Or
But he was a good guy.
yeah, no, I mean that venue was cool. I think I only went there like once or twice. I feel like by the time I was going up, it was almost shutting down.
Nothing but love for old Bob. Did you ever, you remember Picture Perfect Skylines?
No.
They were like a pop punk band from Cumming, that area. And they would play there a lot.
Okay, it's a cool name.
They were really good, though, yeah.
Really cool name.
I still see those guys sometimes.
Okay. Do you miss the music?
Sometimes, well, especially when I watch like the Hate 5-6 videos and stuff, and just see people wilding at shows.
Yes, absolutely.
Still, I really want to go to the Counterparts show in March.
I've been thinking about that. March 1st.
Yeah.
That new album's pretty good.
Free Throw is playing with Microwave.
Okay. That should be a good one too.
Yeah, like in like a week.
Mm-hmm.
So I still like to go to shows.
Definitely.
And have fun.
Yeah.
I do miss playing a little bit, but what can you do? It's too much work for me right now.
Yeah.
I'm too busy with other stuff.
Absolutely. Being in a band right now is a lot of work.
Yeah.
Definitely. Like I've
got to find a camera player.
Camera player. Yeah. You need every angle or, your DIY. So you're like, I'm just going to set up this tripod every video shoot. And it's like, at some point.
We do Fist Face,
do
but
something.
we don't play a lot of shows. And the whole point is to be terrible.
Okay.
So,
Which is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see. We just need that Like Mike reunion show. When's that going to happen?
Edward said he doesn't feel like doing it. So
I was going to say you need like a 10-year, 15-year something.
maybe we'll get a robot to replace Edward.
There you go.
And then I think everybody else would be down.
Yeah.
Honestly. I could do it. I'd be down to do it.
Yeah, that might be fun. That'd be
fun,
really
maybe.
nostalgic.
Smith's Old Bar or something.
Small room too.
Yeah.
Just pack it out.
Yeah.
That actually would be sick.
529 would be cool.
Yeah, they're under new management. You could really have it like pop for real.
Yeah.
The Shed.
Or, the shed, which is just Corey's garage.
Okay. I mean, yeah, that always works. Shoot, come on, house party type shit. Come on.
Well, that would be the true Like Mike way to do it, is to do a fucking insane house show.
Yeah, that sounds lit. I'd be down. Shoot,
We
come
did some
on.
house shows back in the day that were nuts, dude. Like over 100 people.
Damn.
People told me they came from other states, like came from Tennessee.
Okay, damn, I was really about it then. Come on. Man, that was hype back then.
We would have touring bands playing stuff. The Funeral Portrait played one of those.
Man, crazy seeing their like rise and grind. I mean, kudos to them. They really do deserve their flowers because it's, I mean, we've seen it.
I have a video somewhere of the Funeral Portrait playing in my living room.
Damn, that's sick. Yeah, you got to post that and tag them because that's like humble beginnings.
Nah, I'm not going to. I got the Dreaming music video from Have You Seen My Ghost? I have it somewhere.
All you got to do is just get Lee on here.
He said, no, I talked to him. He said he wants to.
That'd be sick.
He's busy too, So.
They're like
He
on
lives in
tour
Marietta
right now.
too.
Yeah, I know he's still local. I know that boy. They all live here. Yeah, come on. That'd be really cool to get him on.
Yeah, Marietta's got everything, man. We got
There's a lot going on.
Jerry Phillips lives here too.
Okay.
He comes to McCracken's on Mondays sometimes.
Wow, okay. Hey, man, Marietta's popping, Cobb County. Shout out to Count on being busted.
Yeah.
It's crazy out here.
There's been a few bands that came from here. Remember Norma Jean? They're from the 7 venue.
Oh, yeah. That's classic, man.
The Chariot.
The
I don't know what the
Chariot,
Chariot's up to these days.
Not playing reunion shows, but, it's all good.
I saw Andrew WK at the 7 venue one
That's
time.
crazy.
It was sweet.
I don't know, like, what
Too
big
drunk
bands.
to remember it, though.
the 7 venue was so good. When I used to be in a band, we played there a couple times. I remember opening up for like My Children, My Bride, and With Blood Comes Cleansing, like all these random like old hardcore bands that are like ironically still around, but not in like a capacity. Yeah, right. They just did a show here.
Yeah.
They just did a show, like a secret show or some shit at the Drunken Unicorn.
Yeah.
Crazy. It's sold out like instantly. Like
that's the hardcore way to do it, though. It's
like, everyone's like, no, why you do the Drunken Unicorn?
Nobody can come to the show. It's like, that's the point. That's the point. They've been doing this the whole time. It's annoying. I don't go to their shows.
Right. It's like they could do a way bigger venue, but they're like, nah, we're good.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I remember when 529 was like the venue to do that at.
True.
Because it was, they didn't have that whole other area they got now.
Mm-hmm. I feel like now it's just a big room.
Yeah, they don't even play there anymore.
But I don't know. I feel like 529's about to pop up.
They moved to the Earl.
Yeah, right. And even still, it's like, I never go to shows at the Earl. The bands I like never play shows at the Earl.
They do some good comedy shows there.
Okay.
Andy Sanford is a local. He did his special there.
Okay.
They do the Red Clay comedy festival there.
That's cool. I mean, that back room is like perfect. I mean, they've got everything they need there.
Yeah.
So
you might see some familiar faces.
That's sick. That's really cool.
But you should do more comedy, man. It's fun.
It's funny. I don't know. It's funny because I was working with one of my interns the other day. Like, you should do it. I'm like, I don't know. I've just been dabbling in so much. Like, maybe one day, but
I just think like for me, as someone who was in the music scene, I had no idea there was like a whole other scene, and it just kind of like doubled the scene.
Yes.
I was like, oh, now I'm networking with twice as many people.
Right. And in that aspect, maybe I will pull up to a show and come and talk to some people and see something.
Yeah.
But it's like, man, like doing the video stuff, photography is like so much. And then recently I've been putting out some solo music kind of vibes. There's
probably a lot of opportunity in Atlanta now for that stuff.
Definitely. Yeah, I've been like trying to put out like music with people that I've shot videos with. So that's been like a whole concept of like, it's called Welcome to the Mrshamoozoo verse. It's actually like the shirt I'm wearing. And it's yeah, right? Yeah.
And it's basically like a Shamoozoo fest.
Yeah, Mrshamoozoo verse. Welcome to it. But yeah, I'm just
do like an Astro World type thing.
Yeah.
Get like some satanic
I just think of
going.
like maybe not that crazy. But I definitely think it's more like I'm the DJ Khaled of the underground. Like let me get all these collaborations and people together. So
that's cool. I like that.
Yeah. So
showcase all the talent,
basically,
because I do think Atlanta has a lot of talent that kind of sometimes gets overlooked. Maybe at the fault of our own scenes that always have problems. But
I agree. Yeah,
there's a lot of really talented artists.
A lot of talented people. A lot of opportunity for collaborations. You know what I mean? I feel like people are missing that point of like that's how we level up is working together in that sense. So I've just been having fun with it, I'm like, not maybe gonna blow up or become famous from it, but if people are enjoying what I've been putting out, then let's go. And it's just keep me inspired.
If you can get to where you can pay rent and support yourself with it, then that's the dream.
True. I mean, I'll even take a little bit of residual on the back end, Let me get a little bit of something, I'm getting a couple of dollars here and there.
Yeah, I want the Mercedes and the, I want to go on vacation.
Facts. But I think I'll just stick to like my main gig, which is, shooting those videos, and hopefully all of that will pan out.
Yeah, being famous honestly sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, I think.
Yeah, everybody's got you under a microscope and wants to know everything about you.
Right, but also somehow wants all your attention too.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of crazy.
Dude, I see it. I've been working at a comedy club, and you see just like all the dudes who just are like fangirling after the comedians, just like kind of acting like creepy stalkers. They just want to say hey, and I get that.
Absolutely.
I totally understand that feeling. Like you watch this guy on TV, you listen to his podcast, you watch his stand up, you feel like you know him, you just want to say hey, I like your stuff.
Well,
and
a little
but
fanboy
they linger, and they just creep, and they'll even ask me like, hey, is he gonna come out here? I'm like, I think so.
Just hold on.
I don't know.
Hold
man.
tight. Fanboys are real.
I don't know what you think is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Now we're best friends, and I'm also best friends with all 400 of the other people that came to see me.
That's funny.
It's like,
Yeah,
But
let it
no,
roll.
I understand wanting to like meet them and shake their hand and say like, "Hey, you've had a positive influence on my life."
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
Have you seen any cool moments in your work where you were like, "Okay, this is what it's all worth it." Like,
Huh. I don't know. I mean, I think just some of the opportunities I've had being on the road with some artists, that's given me some of that vibe. But I'm trying to think of like some artists like I've done like some lyric videos with Lupe Fiasco, so I feel like that was like something where I was like, oh, like who am I doing a lyric video for? Lupe? Okay, maybe that'll give me an opportunity to do like a real video with him.
yeah,
So I'm still holding out on that, but I think that was one moment where I was like, okay, I think I can do this. Like,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
it's not as far as I thought it would be.
True.
Like,
Very
I've had
true.
a couple of those moments, just like being in the right place at the right time and being like, oh, I saw what it's like, and now I really want it.
Yes, exactly.
But I've also had some moments just doing it that I feel like were really personal to me and kind of made it all worth it. Like I've done a couple podcasts with friends who later passed away for different reasons, and I was
R.I.P.
like, well, at the time I was just doing a podcast with my friend.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I wanted to talk to them about something, and then it ended up being really important to me.
Sheesh, man, that touches. And again, that goes back to like life is short.
Yeah.
And now you have like that memory to hold on to.
Yeah.
Like that's incredible. That's I feel like with filming concerts I used to before I transitioned into shooting real videos was just holding on to those memories. Going to shows and just like, like going back and seeing that, like that was an amazing show. That was like my favorite band.
Yeah.
And
you don't really realize it at the time sometimes.
yeah. Right, yeah. Or that could have been the last time you saw them. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Before their member change or something, or who freaking knows. But
Oh, they come through all the time. I'll see
Yeah.
them next time.
there is a lot of that too.
No, you won't.
Absolutely.
But yeah, do you have anything coming up that you want to promote? We pretty much did it. So.
Awesome. I guess for me, really, just promote myself, Mrshamoozoo Films. You know, we shoot music videos and content, musical stuff, real estate, all types of stuff. I just like to get creative. So just working on the brand and then the music stuff. I got a new, hopefully a new EP album coming out over the summer called The Genjutsu. Nice. And it's a little bit more personal. It's got like, I think 8 songs right now, and I'm on all the songs. I wrote almost all of them basically. So that should be really cool. And I'm excited for that. So just kind of having fun with some music, shooting some videos, and trying to take this junk one day at a time.
You got a website or Instagram or anything?
Yep, MrShamoozoofilms.com. And then my Instagram, social media is Mr. Shamoozoo. So, boom, you got it right there. There it is.
Jomar, thank you, man.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a
Peace,
blast.
y'all. Go to PowerPC in Marietta, Georgia for all your home, student, and small business computer needs. They got everything from refurbished laptops, refurbished desktops, gaming PCs, and even podcast production PCs like the one we're using here in Trent's unnamed studio. So if you need a new PC or a repair on your laptop or desktop, go to PowerPC in Marietta, Georgia. That's PowerPCGA.com.